and welcome back. It's a joy. Congratulations to the winners. And the third panel for the today is really four lovely ladies. So our title today is Frumpy to Fabulous, and we're going to be talking about confidence from within. So if you're a mom who's always wanted to lose weight, or you're just concerned about your outward appearance, this is the panel for you. So introducing my lovely panelists, I have Simone, your style architect. She's a fashion influencer and a professional stylist. I've got Haslinda, the founder of FitFab, another influencer, and she's very passionate, so you'll hear more about her story. And then we also have Yannie who owns Rose of Sharon, together with a movement, called Joyful Moments. So with that, I want to anchor us on this, ladies. To start now, let's have some fun, okay? So if you can look at the poll, can we have the 4 different shapes?
Wow.
Yes. So the question is this: which shape do you think you are, audiences? Would it be the pear shape? Would it be the inverted triangle? Can I have the screen, please? The slide. Would it be the pear shape, the inverted triangle, the rectangle, or the, what's the last shape?
It's pear shape.
Okay, yes, I see
which is
here.
triangle.
Okay,
inverted.
so the pear shape, the triangle, the
rectangle,
and the
hourglass. Yes.
Do type into the chat group just to get a sense, because this is how we are starting our entire session,
Okay.
Why don't we share among us? Let's just very quickly, Simone.
Okay. I'm definitely a pear shape, without a doubt.
Okay, pear shape. Has?
I used to be a pear shape, but with fitness, exercise, weight training, I'm now an hourglass, I think.
Wow, wow, that's
Yes,
interesting.
so I really want to share that as well.
I didn't know you can change. I thought that is what. Okay, wonderful.
Okay, I'm rectangle.
Rectangle. What's the difference between, the difference between a rectangle and hourglass is hourglass got waist, rectangle is just straight. Okay, no.
Yeah.
And I would think I'm a pear too. Yeah?
No way.
Yeah, I think I'm a pear.
I think you look more rectangle to me.
Oh, we have to do a measurement.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So you've heard, so whatever shape you are today, it's interesting to know that it doesn't always have to stay that way. So it's really up to you, so we have 3 lovely experts here to share their personal transformative experiences. Simone, I want to start with you, so our audience can get to know you.
All right.
You shared that you used to be a size 8, and then after childbirth, you ballooned to an XL.
Well, L.
Okay.
Please give me that little bit. Okay.
Wait. One thing that I want to say is, very often, right, even though we put 4, when I went to Google, there are probably 8 different shapes.
There's much more.
And the truth is, right, very often we are just focused on one, the hourglass, because the whole world celebrates the hourglass. Any other shapes feel like, less than. But I think the purpose of today's panel is to not just identify which is our panel, which is our shape, but also to then have that confidence radiating from within.
Yeah.
So Simone,
Yeah, so basically, I will give you a brief background of myself. I was in I would say UK 8, which is a small size. But then I had 4 miscarriages after marriage. And with that, every year that I was pregnant and I tried to keep the baby, you eat healthy, nutritious food. Of course, you put on weight to keep the pregnancy. But then I lost the baby, and the pregnancy, or rather the weight, stayed on me. So by the time I finally got pregnant with my 5th child, I was already from S to M. And then, of course, after childbirth, I think a lot of you can relate to this. Our body shape changes, the pelvic widens and all that. So that's where I slowly became an L size. But also, my age crept up on me, and I found it harder to exercise. Sorry, Haslinda. And it was a bit more tedious. And also, as a working mom, it was also difficult to find time. So with that, so then I became from an S to an L. But why I'm here today is that I wanted to share with women that you don't have to worry, and don't follow the magazines where you follow the hourglass shape. Not all of us are made that way. Our bone structures are different, our genetics are different, but you can embrace it and work around it. And that's where maybe later I can share with you how using fashion can help you with that.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Simone. And Haslinda, you have a very inspiring story of how your self-esteem was actually transformed. So exercise was a means to a deeper end for
That's
you.
right,
Do you want to just share?
Yeah, I think I've always been slim and slender until I got pregnant, and then I added 20 kilo to myself every pregnancy. So I have to lose that 20 kilo, and there's no way any diet can give you that figure again. So I found exercise, and not only exercise, it is actually weight training. And weight training actually can change your body composition. What happened was I actually started dieting first, and I gave up my Malay rice. And then I was so cranky and I was so grouchy with my kids. Then I realized that I don't fall into the category of people who can actually crash diet and get their body weight, ideal body weight, and then start a healthy lifestyle. So I decided to give exercise a shot. Actually, I hate exercise. I hate running in school. I hate 2.4. I hate everything about exercise. I try to get out of it. I'm more of like an art student, like dance, like theater would be great. But then I decided that, look, I cannot skip meals anymore. So I decided to give exercise a shot. Within 2 months, I lost 2 kilo. And I didn't even have to be in the sun. It's in the gym. It's air conditioned. And I didn't even have to run. And it's just weight training. But of course, you carry weights. And I realized that my body shape started changing compared to hourglass. Literally because body composition changes when you do weight training. So you have more muscles. When muscles are created, it gives you more shape. And your fats, right? Your body looks toned and it can change. I had thunder thighs. I didn't realize, I didn't wear jeans until I became a mom. I had big thighs. I didn't wear jeans to uni. I didn't wear jeans to, on dates because I felt that I had thunder thighs. But when I was 38, after my third pregnancy was done and over with, I started wearing skinny jeans lah. Suddenly very stylo, And then my husband was like, hey, now you're more stylish, Then I was like, I feel more stylish, and I felt very confident. Like it or not, whenever a woman looks at herself in the mirror, if you find that there's something that bothers you, I believe to take action. Don't just whine and complain. Everybody has to work hard to get something they want. So,
but the reality is, I do have many friends, right, who tell me, Junior, I do work hard, but the results are not encouraging. Then how?
But
what made you decide to because from someone who doesn't like exercise, try to get away from it if I can, to someone who could last 2 months at the gym, what was that mental state that you had?
I told myself to commit to what I decided to do for myself. So I tell myself that I'm good at things. I had started doing business with my husband, an entrepreneur in my career. As I was from TV, I was a TV host. I tell myself that I could do anything I want. I could interview politicians, anybody. But why can't I do something for myself for 2 months to commit to myself? Now, I told myself, if I exercise like hell, and if I don't lose 1 kilo, I'm going to give up. Then I know, okay, I've tried. So let's see what other diet plan can I go. So I challenged myself that give yourself 2 months. And you have to give 2 months. You cannot say 2 weeks.
Every day or just
twice a week. From
twice
zero every day, for sure die.
Yes.
So you
twice a week.
You have to go gradual.
Half an hour?
1 hour, 45 minutes.
45
Actually,
minutes.
half an hour, your body just start to burn. Because your heart rate is going up to the rate where you should burn. So you have to give yourself 1 hour. Yeah. So when I committed myself, I realized in anything in life, right, you have to commit yourself. If you want something, you have to commit yourself and work for it. Yeah. Same thing with fitness or health. Yeah.
Wonderful. And Yannie, if you can share, right, you created My Joyful Woman to celebrate women.
Wow, okay, yeah, indeed, I have. Okay, so everyone, welcome. Okay, I'm Yannie. And so, actually, to begin that movement, let's rewind a little bit why I started. So, I looked in the mirror and I wasn't happy with my body shape. That's why I came up with, actually, how can I help women out there? And so, having dressed women for more than 2 decades, so my stores have seen all types of shapes and all types of sizes. And I was like, there must be a way where each piece of item that customers put on themselves and they can be happy with. So then I discovered that if I will help them understand who they are as their personality, who they are as their shape, I can begin something. And so with that track record, building slowly, as you say, one by one, like when customers can walk up and say, "Oh, thank you for this." When I walk into the office, they say I was beautiful. And what did you do? I'm like, there must be a science to it. And I said, okay, let's put up a body shape and personality style analysis and help the women out there. So once we got that structure right, we went on to the inner belief that they have self-esteem issue, they have confidence issue, and their belief, right, is something that they struggle with. So I came up with a movement based on this 5 pillar, using the acronym of GRACE, that if every woman is able to go back to the self-care of what they really want, be kind to themselves, so they go back to the basic and they start that exercise, start that ability to tell myself I am beautiful, and things will start to change, right? And so their relationship will definitely be better, the R component. When the relationship is healthy, they start to be able to align, oh, I'm actually worth it. I can do this for myself. And somehow someone will come along and say, hey, can I join you? What are you doing? And that builds the community. And that builds, hey, as women, we are able to embrace our unique identity, our unique shape, and say, let's do this together. And that's when we begin to elevate our self-worth, empower others. So we stitch together this together. We are individually able to create a joyful moment for that day. You share your story, that makes me happy that, hey, you had victory, you had your victory, your joyful moments, and through that pain, right, that we all had, we came out victorious, and we stitched it together, we can have a beautiful life. So the joyful moments movement was a collective of women, ordinary women, that decided to be kinder to themselves, decided to take the action step to make that change, and believe that it will only get better.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that with us. I think what started as outward appearance, you went deeper in to bring that out. Yeah?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so this is where we're going to talk about the Frumpy definition. It's really not just an outward appearance, but really it's a reflection of from within. So, Simone, if you can share, right? The truth is, many moms, stay-at-home mothers now work from home. No need to dress up.
Yes.
Because who's going to see?
Yes.
So share with us what's one example of why dressing up really makes a difference.
Okay. Personally, for me, and I felt it this way, there's many days when I wake up and I just don't feel like dressing up, and then your whole mood of the day gets affected because, personally, this is for me. If I'm in my PJs all day, your whole persona, your whole demeanor, your whole behavior totally takes on a different vibe, a more negative vibe. You feel frumpy, you go around the house moping. Even if you're working from home, and even if you are a stay-at-home mom, you've got 5 kids to look after, you've got milk, vomit, whatever, all on you. But if you just put on a little bit of color, maybe choosing a color to brighten your day, it will add a little bit of positivity to your day, and you kick your day off that way. So if you're working from home, a little bit of lipstick. I know if you're on a Zoom call, maybe a small pair of earrings, something like that to sort of pick you up, and then you look good. And I'll be very honest to say, all of us like to look at things or someone that is pretty. Even for us ladies, if we are in a cafe and a lady that is dressed up comes in, as women, we look up and we appreciate how beautiful she looks and the effort she puts into it. And that's what I'm trying to say, is that if you make a little bit of effort, people appreciate it. Yes, you are mom, but say if you go out and you go to the school of your children, drop the kids off, you meet other moms, you meet the principal, you meet the teachers, somehow I feel that respect will be given to you, not superficially in that sense, but somehow if you look good, people are drawn to you and then they want to talk to you. And then it sort of snowballs and your day ends up quite positive rather than you just, don't care about yourself in that way.
Yeah, I love what you're sharing because to be very frank, my helper, so I'm going to share, my helper, one day I woke up, lipstick, so I look at her, I so normally just walk past and then lipstick,
Turn twice.
then I took a second look, then I look at her, then immediately I was like, number one, my first thought, you look good.
Yes.
And then I was like, but why is she putting on lipstick? Because at home only. So I asked her, because we're very close. So I said, hey, Limi, why do you put on lipstick? Then this is my lip gloss. But then I told her, right, you know, you look good and I want you to continue. And just seeing her just put colors on her lips reminded me, because we were just, that was during the lockdown, you know, there was no one to show. But it made her feel good, and that positivity, you know, just
And
vibrated.
how you handle your children after that, because if you're
Yes.
positive and your children screaming and crying and you're going crazy, you sort of feel, okay, I can manage it, I can manage this. But then if you're like, you know, in your PJs and then you
over
sound
the
like,
place.
keep quiet, you know,
I'm ugly enough.
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
What do you
Don't
want?
add to my stress.
I've been there. I've shouted at my kids before.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I mean, we all have.
Yeah.
We all have.
Sometimes
And then,
we do that.
and then obviously, if
But
you're a
I-
working mom,
yeah, it's very stressful.
even though it's a Zoom call, and I know you're working from home,
Yeah.
but don't make that mistake where you go frumpy and you just forget about it, because you will not wear your PJs into the office. So please don't do that, even on a Zoom call.
You know, there was once I did a makeover, right? And it was just in my home, and then we had to go down to take shots.
Yeah.
And when I walked down, wow, people start to look, you know, and just the head turning made a difference. And,
Yes.
you know, I think my posture
You
from
carry
like that,
yourself different.
well, because more people see, I think, you know, everything begins to shift, and it really uplifts the spirit. So I think just a physical shift, just in something like a lipstick or
Minor
earrings.
things, minor things. We're not asking you to go out and buy a whole new wardrobe or anything. Just minor things, minor changes.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And okay, the mom is so busy, the busiest of everyone. I've got to handle the husband, the kids, the
household,
home, the work,
the
right? There's so
marketing,
much to handle. And then you ask me to exercise. You know, I mean, that's the reality. I mean, we know in our head and we want to do it, but how do we carve out that time?
I think you have to make it part of your lifestyle. You can't say that only when I'm free I'm going to pen in that schedule. You have to, it's like if you floss your teeth, you bloody exercise as well. Oh, sorry. Are we on TV? No.
It's such a given for you now, right?
You know what I mean? So I tell my clients, you have to make it part of your lifestyle. If your friend goes to the gym at 6 a.m., if you can't, you find another time. Because you have to fit into your lifestyle, your family schedule. Yes, we have to bring our kids to school, blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff. And I always believe that we have to wake up slightly earlier to give ourselves that me time. You can't wake up together with the kids and they already start screaming and vomiting, you know. You've got to like half an hour, for me, I have to line my eyebrows first.
Yes.
Okay? First I have to pray, then line my eyebrows, put sunblock, wash my face, because don't anybody disturb me.
Yes.
Because if I don't get to do that, when they are awake, I'm very grouchy.
Yeah. And that's your me time.
Because you have one line only, no, the eyeliner only one side. I'm like, who asked you to wake up at 6? You know, like, so I have
Wake up 5:30.
I wake up earlier 30 minutes to actually prepare myself. Make sure I'm at peace with God.
Yeah.
Then I have a nice shower, or you wanna, you know, do your skincare regime, which is very crucial as you age.
As you age, yes.
Because they say less is more, but then again, you have so many things to
skincare
hide.
is different,
So
yeah.
skincare must start earlier.
Yes.
Cannot like suddenly, I'm already 50 and you start worrying. You
Yeah.
can't. So it's a habit. Same. If you start flossing, if you start doing skin care regime, exercise has to be part of your lifestyle. Again, find something that you can manage. If you don't like to run, find a dance class. Something that you like first. Don't just sign up for a membership like gym, like $5,000 you already spend, and then you go PT, then you realize you cannot commit.
Yes.
Do something that you like first. And I did that with my kids in the stroller. I started walking because I had a C-section. So I can't exercise immediately. So limited. I'm
was
going
what
crazy,
happened to me.
confinement.
Yeah.
So I used that. I push my kids out, and they all go together with me and my husband. And then in between, I do my squats. You know, like take breaks. It's just that you feel good. Just sweaty a little bit makes you feel sexy.
Yes.
I think endorphins, the best is from exercise.
Yes.
Because if you get endorphins from your chocolate, you're going to fall down as fast as you eat them, and then that's it. And then you feel guilty. Oh, why did I eat that one box of chocolate? Why did I? Now I have to run 2 hours. No, like you exercise 30 minutes, and you're like, hey, nice glow.
Yeah.
Nice glow. I'm going to do it again tomorrow. You know, and that's how you start making it as part of your lifestyle. I guarantee you, you can do it forever because it's part of lifestyle.
I love what you say about lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because I remember for a while, I decided I'm going to start exercising. And in my mind, I told myself 135. So I told my family. And something simple, so I thought just jogging, just shoes, no need to give excuses. And then I went, Well, the first one now was so painful. I tell you, it was
It
so
is, it
painful.
is.
It was so painful, but I felt good after that. And then the
Right.
second time, I didn't want to go. I was like, yeah, anyway, slim enough, like nobody knows. You know, all
Yes.
the
Excuses
voices,
and
right?
voices.
Excuses would just come to the forefront. And I decided, no, let's just honor your word. So 135. And
Exactly.
after a while, I really began to enjoy it. After a while, I'm like, okay, now it's my 5 o'clock time to jog, right? It's my time to de-stress. It's my time to
Exactly.
build a stamina. And as I begin to create more positive context for it, where it's not just about looking good for me now, it's
Feel
having the
good.
mental fortitude to go the distance. That's why they say most marathoners,
Yes.
when our peak is supposed to be in our 20s physically,
right.
most marathon runners, the average age is 45. Because at 20, we don't have the mental aptitude. We are just like all about
sense.
emotions and adrenaline. But it really is the mind to complete a marathon. It's no more about how physically fit you are. So I love what you say about making it a habit,
Yeah.
even at
It will come. So
Yeah.
don't put yourself like, I have to do every day. Is it? No. I mean, I'm a fitness trainer by training. I'm a certified fitness trainer. So whenever I hear people like, oh, can I book 3 times a week? I said, try twice first. Monday, Thursday, Friday first. Then you tell me how. They're like, oh my God, I'm still sore. I can't see you. Then I say, yes, slowly. Because you're going to be put off. If you are in pain, then it's too painful. How do you keep up with this? So we have to go slow and steady, and that wins the race.
Wonderful, wonderful. I love. So we've covered physically how we look. We've
Yeah.
covered the exercise part, and now if you were to talk about negative mindset, because sometimes the frumpiness is like nobody care. Why should I bother? You know, it's a lot disempowering beliefs. So from your coaching experience, what's something that you can share with our audience?
I think the ladies, Simone and Haslinda, has actually shared a lot based on life experiences. And I think one of the first thing is to even know who you are. Actually, many women, including myself, struggle with our own self-confidence, our self-esteem, because what media has painted of what a perfect life can be. You're growing up, you're being compared to your siblings, or you're being compared to the neighbor's kids. All these negative voices have actually taken root in our life. And when we start our life, we are already on a negative bank account. Make sense?
Yeah.
And it doesn't help, right? When we step out to work, we are measured by our KPI, the status or what house, and all the 5 C's.
The car.
The car, and but one of the things I heard, sometimes you can't choose how you were born, but you can actually choose how you're gonna live.
True.
So based on that tip, right, it started an inner belief that I don't have to think what people tell me who I am, right? I need to discover who I am for myself first. So obviously there are tools, right, to affirm your natural ability, your natural talents, and the ability to discover your own personality. So when the inner belief of knowing your own talent, that gives you the seed on what are the areas that you like to create, what are the passion you like to have. For example, like Simone, you discovered styling someone gives you that joy because just helping them to give that extra edge boosts your not only their confidence, your own confidence. And for you, to be able to see into life that hey, you can get that natural endorphin, you can make that difference to yourself, be committed to your work. So my coaching program is to help women to identify what limits them is when they don't know who they are. So once they start discovering who they are, through tools, through profiling, we start to chart out what makes them go the extra mile, what gives them their wins, what are the things that why do you think you can't do that, and actually go back to that belief and just realize that some parents' words or some colleague said something or some friend something. I said, let's put that behind because you're in control, right? Because mindset is a 30-second thing, like as you say, I can start giving myself those excuses, you're crawling on the back of your head, but you're the one who can shut it and say no. I committed to my word, and my word is my promise to myself, and go. So that journey's a mindset that begins within yourself. And when that's scaffold out, your outward experience will show it. The way you choose your colors, the way you want to exercise, the way you want to fit, will all blend in. So there will be no, your foundation is sure. So when you layer on whatever that you do, it will be secure. But if you don't know yourself and someone, you do this, you do that, you collapse because you don't even know who you are at the end of the day.
Wonderful. So what you're saying is know yourself, yeah?
Yes.
So now I want to move on. We've covered the frumpy definition, right? Let's move on to the fabulous definition. So if we move on to the fabulous definition, Simone, what's your definition of fabulous?
For me, I have my own 3 C's, not 5 C's. 3 C's
Wow.
of my definition of what fabulous is. Number one, I would say be confident. Because when you're confident in what you do, half the battle is already won. So then when that is and you are successful, you feel good, right? And that's fabulous. The next one would be comfortable. Be comfortable in yourself, in your own skin. Again, I'm taking it from the perspective of what I do in my profession, in terms of external looking. So if you're comfortable in your own skin, you feel secure, and therefore you can go into that meeting. You can go and meet that person or for an interview and carry yourself in a very different way and present yourself in a very different way. And then again, you get the job, fabulous. And then the third one would be chic, and that is the external. So basically, confident is from within, comfort is more emotional, and then being chic. So chic is the external self of it. So how you dress to look good, yeah. So that's my definition of fabulous. 3 C's.
Wonderful.
She's covered everything.
I'm so sorry.
No, good. I think fabulous is a state of mind, and it has to come from, although we are, okay, I would say embrace what we have, what we're comfortable in. Yes, correct. Be confident. But to be confident, right, you really have to embrace your weaknesses as well. And as I grow older, I have 3 kids with different personalities and myself. I evolve over the years as a person, as a woman, as a mother, as a wife. But as a woman, I realize that I have to embrace my weaknesses to be confident. So if someone tells me, like even my spouse will say, you're not very good with the, calculations or maths, but I'm good at writing. You need me to write. So I said, so I know myself. Like for example, my figure, right? I don't have a big bust. I don't have, okay, I'm hourglass, but I don't have a bust. So I said, but I have butt. I have butt. Okay, I got no eyebrows, but I got nose. So give it to me, man.
Yes,
What is
yes,
it?
yes.
So if you know, I don't, but I have this. So we all are created in a way where we come in a very nice package that is perfect for us.
Yes.
So if your body is not that great, but flaunt it, you got nice shoulders, work on your shoulders, show off your shoulders lah. Like find clothes that shows off your shoulders, for example. I've been through that before I actually cover myself up, and many people say thank God, to give us a run for our money for 50 years old. So I'm saying that live your life and be proud of. And I think not only that you want to, I wouldn't use the word dress up, I will use the word put together. You go to the playground, put yourself together, wear proper shoes for the playground, jeans and a knitted a tight top that if you have a nice body. If not, still t-shirt and jeans is good, but how you put it together. Even shoes can make a difference. I don't care about I'm not in the mood. Okay, shoes that can make you look together. Or a handbag doesn't have to be expensive, but if your handbag is nice, like something stylo that is in trend, you are there. Because not every time you want to dress up. I always tell myself, must have a bare minimum standard lah. Cannot go below that standard, So this is my normal look, like daily average look. If I want to look glam, like today, I dress up a bit more, because I'm from the gym, so I change this, I use a short, I forgot how to do that in the car and I was late. So, but then I tell myself, I must meet 2 stylo influencer. Better be on mark, So it's a motivation for me to be with other women who also take pride in their look. Take pride in yourself and be the best version of yourself. You're not competing with anybody, but your own standard.
I love when you say it's with me, right? It's not with someone else because I'm unique in who I am, and it's also to be comfortable with my strength. So I may not have this, but I have that.
This, and you better know what you have and you don't have what you don't have as well. But you don't have it, but harp on the good things and remind yourself and others if they forget.
Yes, it's hard to believe you're 50. Oh my God. I didn't know, prior to this.
Thank you. Anyway, everybody's looking lovely, so I'm going to get some styling tips from them as well.
It's
been a while.
I don't think she needs it.
I've not been dressed up for so long.
She can take over my job very soon.
Anyways,
okay, and Yannie, your definition of fabulous.
Okay, I think one of the first things I just want to put it out there that someone pays you a compliment, you look beautiful or you look gorgeous. Well, most time people you just like nah lah, it's not me lah. This outfit no lah, it's very cheap. So I don't know why. I don't why we degrade ourselves in that way sometimes, right?
Yeah, I used to do that. So.
Yeah, so one of the things about being fabulous is to show up for yourself first.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, affirm that promise, affirm that encouragement, and say, yeah, I deserve that. So that's the
Yes.
number one. You know, show up for yourself, that embrace that fabulous, right? And then the second thing about being fabulous is to help someone else be fabulous.
Empowerment.
And empower them, and to say that, hey, you know, do not devalue yourself, because you are your first cheerleader is for yourself. So when you can be your cheerleader for yourself, and you can lead yourself out of that negative mindset, I would say fabulous.
Wonderful.
Wonderful,
I love
yeah.
where you come from, where it's not just about me, but it's to extend it out.
Yeah, and that actually, if I can just add to that, in my job and what I do, a lot of times ladies come to me with a specific request. Say, I'm a new mother, my body has changed, I don't know, I'm coming out of a broken relationship, you know, and things like that. So they come to me, and in fact, through the course of me styling them, you actually reach deeper into the root of where those negative emotions are coming, why they feel they need that change. And so they are actually coming to me not just for the outer physical change, they're actually also coming to me to ask me for help for an internal change. And so a lot of times I end up being counselor. Yeah, I actually listen to their problems, and they can call me any time of the day because I think that they need help. And then they'll call and say, and they're crying because today was a bad day. They had a big quarrel, maybe with their partner. So with that, yeah, it's basically part of my job of like how your external becomes also from your internal. Yeah.
I love what you're sharing, and I want to talk about expectations, you know, because we live in a world that's very real.
Yes.
So, for example, let's say my body shape is the way it is as of now.
Yes.
What is something that you can share to encourage a mom to step into owning their confidence?
Yeah. So a lot of times, ladies, if you see, and if they open their wardrobe, they'll say, "Oh, but this one I bought 5 years ago. I don't want to throw it away because I think I can go back to that." A lot of times I say, "Don't." I know, sorry, Haslinda. Haslinda is like, I lost my job. But no, but for me, I say embrace it for now. Embrace yourself for now. You can, okay, if it's a sentimental piece, keep it 1-2 pieces, but don't think from a size 12, you're going to go all the way back to size 8. I used to be like that. I used to keep my size 8 dresses and say, one day I'm going to be there, but I'm not putting the work to get myself back. And also, my body has changed with age, with pregnancy. You know, there's no way my pelvic is going to go back to its original 20-year-old shape. So with that in mind, embrace what you have now, and then style yourself to make yourself look good for that body shape.
Any tips?
Yes, of course, because we just mentioned the 4 body shapes, right? So I'll just take the pear one, because I think pears tend to be quite a common body shape for ladies. I'm almost 50 as well, so I can join the club. So,
Join the party.
but yeah, but the thing is, a lot of us being mothers, we tend to be more bottom heavy. And I think the Asian diet also affects it a lot because we eat more carbs like rice, noodles, pasta, whatever. So let me use the pear shape as an example. It's bottom heavy, top smaller. So I would say try to focus using 3 main points. Number 1 is to balance it out. So remember, if your bottom is heavy, try to balance your top with that. So you can wear horizontal lines. Now, stripes, a lot of ladies are scared to wear stripes because they think, oh no, it will make me look fat horizontal. But if you try to balance that out, the top being horizontal increases the volume. So you sort of balance it out and keep it in proportion. Also, maybe wider necklines in that sense. I would say for your hips, please don't wear skinny jeans, anything tight, because you're just going to accentuate that. Rather, wear a pair of pants that actually skims it, not tight-fitting pants, but like flare pants, straight cut pants. And so it skims it, and actually it elongates you and makes you look actually slimmer, and your bottom half actually does look slimmer. Use colors and prints to help you. So using colors, people are drawn to colors. The eyes naturally will go for colors, go for brightness. So brighter colors, prints, use it at the parts of your body that you want to emphasize. So I wouldn't wear big prints on a bottom heavy lady, you can wear the prints maybe on the top. Wear the bright pink top on the top and a black pair of pants, you know? So that's how I would advise, using just one of it, because it will be forever. This is a whole session actually.
I'm sure. And viewers, if you are joining us, right, it's great. Do tune in because we will also, there are prizes for our live audience, yeah? And Simone, so for me, right, I don't use prints. I'm someone who is probably more like, I prefer just plain.
Plain, yeah.
Sure. Then use colors.
Also just plain
Use
colors.
colors.
Yeah.
But like, say for example, if I can use an example of rectangle shape, right? So it's straight, then you say, okay, I'll just wear a straight dress, easy what, and then go. But if you want to create a different look for yourself, try to create a waistline for that. So either you use colors, a darker color, just round the waistline, and then the rest of the dress, say, is green, and a dark
So a
belt.
contrast, so it's separate.
Yes, you can use a belt.
Belt, like
Yes.
duck belt.
So create a waistline. So that then that in a way sort of creates a bit like an hourglass.
Effect.
Yeah.
Hourglass.
So use lines and curves, you know, to create that proportion out for you to balance things out.
So just to add to that point, right, which is other than the body shape, you must take into account your personality.
Yes.
So when you just added that I don't wear, should I say, prints, right? Because your personality is classic, classic and natural. So if I give you a print and that's femininity, which you like, I appreciate in someone else, but that's not your personality. It could be the latest trend in town.
I don't care.
You don't care, right?
You don't
But-
care. Yeah, we don't care.
So when you walk into the store or when people started buying prints, you're like, because you know, you want to blend in, you buy that piece on the wardrobe. But when you go home, you don't wear it. So at Rose Rochelle, this is something that we really tell our customers, you know your personality, know your shape, so that you complete half of the problem out there, right?
So
Because
how many personalities are there?
there are a lot, all right?
Yeah, she mentioned the classic and natural one.
I mean, okay, but you know, just for or should I say ease of calculation, we'll say 5.
Okay.
So 5 main ones: natural, right?
Natural,
We have the classic,
classic,
and we have the feminine,
feminine.
we have the dramatic, and we have the elegant.
That's dramatic. I know when you said dramatic, I look at her and she raised her hands.
Dramatic, theatrical,
This is
whatever.
dramatic,
That
is
is
it?
statement.
Yes, it's the dramatic.
And what's the last one? Sorry, I didn't.
So
The last one?
elegant. Elegant.
Elegant. What's the difference between classic and elegant?
So classic is, you know, really more minimalistic. Elegant is you don't mind the little diamante, the little bit of lace, the little thing to accentuate. That means the, you know, the cherry on the top. You know, the Swarovski link. Don't mind
Somewhere.
I got it.
somewhere.
I got it.
Okay, so
So
it's a very
interesting.
popular. Elegant is very popular for dinner events, for occasion,
Formal
and or you add in the drama lah.
Yes.
I love how you say like while we have a default,
Yeah.
we can still
Add on
also
to
change during the to
according
suit the
to
occasion.
occasion, yeah.
So we've got one drama here. I mean dramatic, wonderful. And then Haslinda, what would you say she is?
I'm classy. Actually.
Classic.
I like
Yes.
I'm a minimalist.
Classic and natural.
But I can go quite dramatic if it's a
Occasion.
event.
Yeah.
I love to shop. But maybe lipstick color or shoes, something like that.
Yes.
Accessories.
Wonderful.
Yes,
Yeah.
accessories.
Classic,
Yannie,
elegant.
you?
yes, slash elegant. I think.
Okay, so by occasions,
look at her
right?
ring.
But mostly elegant.
This
Yes.
is more
She looks dramatic.
classy.
Elegant.
Elegant.
Classic, elegant.
Elegant is the base, so it depends on the occasion whether I want to be
Yeah.
dramatic or natural. Because with the kids, it's probably more natural.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 So mine would be
Yes.
more classy and probably natural.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
I think. So the moms who prefer no makeup would really be more natural,
Yeah.
correct?
Yes.
Yes,
And
that's
you know what? Even in your t-shirt and your denim shorts, let's just give that classic example. Most of us will relate to that every day, or your yoga outfit or whatever your fitness outfit. But you can still look different with that t-shirt and that denim shorts. So today you wear with sneakers.
Yeah, the
Tomorrow
shoes,
you
right?
wear with wedges. And you know, just change it up. Wear a fanny bag, you know, they call it, or crossbody another day. And then for older ladies like me, maybe you want to cover your arms, you want to cover your tummy, you don't want anything showing. A light kimono, maybe, you know, just to cover up a little bit more. Or a
Cardigan.
younger girl, cardigan for some if the weather's a bit cooler. A younger girl with a shirt over, open, you know, because you're wearing your white t-shirt inside, and then tie a knot, you know. So
Wow.
different ways,
many
just
looks,
with
huh?
that same basic of that white
Recycle.
t-shirt. No, that's,
Recycling.
but that is if I can go back and wind back. Your style architect was developed with that in mind, because I know mothers like us, we have priorities. We
Yeah.
cannot be spending money every month on Chanel handbags and stuff like that. We need to prioritize our family first. So I want mothers to understand from your existing wardrobe how you can mix and match and create different styles with few basic pieces. You have 5 outfits for the week already, just to add little bits and pieces.
So correct me if I'm wrong. You know, one of my preference, even for the kids or even when I was younger, I like to buy tops and bottoms.
Yes.
Because I think then the permutations
Yes.
Change.
compared to if I buy one dress,
Yes.
it's one dress. I mean, yes, I can accessorize, but one piece is one piece.
Yes.
Versus if I buy 3 pieces, like 2 tops and 1 bottom, I've already got different sets.
Yeah. So that again is based on your individual lifestyle, your individual taste, your personality. But for me, I also like my dresses.
Yes,
And
yes.
I have worn dresses, the
Different
kaftan dresses as a top. And then I pair it with a black pair of pants. I tuck it in, I wear a belt, you know, and play around and be creative.
Yeah,
Now
Bit
we know
creative.
why you're the style architect.
Yes.
You really light up when you
Style
share about.
architect, I build the look. Yeah, so that's where the name of my business comes in.
Wonderful. And Has, let's come back to fitness, right? As we age, our metabolism drops, really. So how? You know what? Something that we can still tell moms, hey, own your confidence from within.
Okay, I think as we age, firstly, you must have some kind of confidence already. If not, you're in trouble. Because at this age, 40, 50, you better know what you want. And you must know. You have kids. If you don't know how they're going to, how you're going to make them successful or have confidence in themselves. But what I want to encourage is that with this confidence already as a mom and, you are 40 plus, 50 plus, you have to be grateful of what you have become and accept the good and bad that has come with you in the past, but look ahead of you, what lies ahead, be confident with it, and don't worry about aging. I always tell myself, no matter how good I look, I'm going to age. One day we are going to age. We're going to have that extra wrinkle one day and then got sunspot. But are you going to fret about these things? To me, what is really alive is my mind, my mental health. I want to be sharp. I want to be learning new things, meeting new people, and empowering new ladies out there who are listening to us. I think that is find a sense of purpose. No matter how small, if you think your job is very small, nothing, but if you make a person happy and you smile at that person, it can make her happy and motivated to do something. That's something that you can be proud of. Just exude positivity and be grateful. Be happy for yourself and your loved ones or your friends who are also happy. This where you feel jealousy, as when we were younger, we tend to be insecure and then we are envious. Tell yourself, what did that person do to reach that level? Are you ready to do it? There's nothing to envy, if you find out how they get there.
It's just like kids, when you send them to school, they have to work hard to get those grades. If you don't work hard, you don't get those grades.
And if you look at beautiful women, for example, just going, let's say celebrity like J-Lo. She says she doesn't drink, doesn't take caffeine, doesn't eat pizza. No way I can do that. I can't. But I salute her. I don't envy her. In fact, I'm thinking, oh my God, I envy that you cannot eat these things. But if you want that, you go for it. That's it. Do something about it.
But she has a very good workout regime, though.
She does, and
That's
she's very
the thing.
disciplined.
So you got to work for it. Then you can eat your pizza.
Do you envy her? Do you envy her waking up at 5 a.m. for example?
Yeah,
so
you
don't. If you are happy with what you are, you want this way, then be it.
Yes.
Be happy with what you have.
Go on.
Oh yeah, I mean, I do definitely agree, because when we don't believe in ourselves, again, you don't feel fabulous about yourself, then who's going to help you? You have to make that change. You have to work for it. You have to take that step and be willing and trust the system that we are here to cheer you on. But you have to cheer yourself first.
Yeah. Sometimes we need cheering also, you know.
Yes, of course. I'm just thinking, right? I love the positivity and the vibe here, right? We're all confident in who we are. But I'm just wondering, what if, let's talk about someone who's going through a vulnerable stage in their life, where probably they just found out the husband was cheating on them, or or the loss of someone, where they may not be in the stage where they are confident, because of many setbacks. What's something where we can remind the woman, our viewers, to love yourself, no matter what life throws you?
Oh wow. Okay, I have to agree with you that it's not easy, and life does give us curveballs, and when we least expect it, curveballs course happen. Even a personal journey, I lost my husband to a car accident 5 years ago. And you know, 1 minute he's there, 1 minute he's not there, right? And life just went out of whack, you know. I was entitled to feel depressed, and I did, right? So I actually, you know, did all sorts of therapy, but it didn't change the state because the inner belief in my voice is I don't want to live. I don't want to live anymore. And then I told myself, if I don't live, then what happened to my kids? So I had to make a choice that I want to live. So the next thing is I had to discover what it takes to live. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So when we discover that, okay, there are handles on how you want to live, but you have to take the action to do it. So if I were to give 4 areas that people who go through difficult moments, acknowledge the situation. You know, don't try to
Deny.
don't deny. Oh no, he's not cheating. He's not there. You know, yeah, you know, the acknowledging takes bravery, takes courage. That's number one. When you acknowledge it, it gives reality to the situation that okay, this is it. You know, acknowledge, and then you be aware. Okay, there's a change of state, right? When you're change of your state, it's like water to you know, it's different state. If you will be confident, you embrace it that your state has changed. Then you ask yourself, actually, how do I feel about it? You allow yourself to grieve. You allow you know, feel the anger, feel that disappointment. Then okay, and then you tell yourself, after once you empty it all out, okay, how would you like, as you say, design architect? How do you want to put it back? Do you want to still put back the negative things, or you want to put back nice things for yourself? So that's when you start, right? That you believe in yourself first, and you say, okay, well, I'll do something for myself. So which is how I started my joyful moments. First thing I put back is to go back to the basic of who I am, my physical needs. I started running, and endorphins started kicking in, and it started making me feel good. And I was like, hey, you know, maybe there is something out there for me to live on. You know, my relationship, my children. And when my kids saw me not out and you know shouted about, they cheered me on and say, hey, you know, mommy, you can do this. You know, that the relationship cheered me and say, okay, you know. And I started to discover inner voice in me. I started to align my identity. Oh, this is what I am. This is what I like. You know, I don't have to be bound by what people tell me to do. And so once I put my talents out there to say, hey, you know, how can I be of service? How can I learn better? It started to, you know, extend the community. I got to know her. Oh, how do you layer? How do you get exercise? You know, so this community gave me a endorphin, empowerment, you know, the E element to begin to elevate my own, not only my own esteem, but others as well. And so through this grace pillar of going back to self-care, going back to the relationship, aligning your talent, identity to your calling, to your purpose, it starts to build the C component, the community. And this community will therefore encourage you, you know, elevate to empower others. And this became my joyful moments, which therefore I felt that it impacted life. And you know, all these women's stories, I've actually digitalized them, captured them on my Wednesday shows. And I may not be where they are, but I know of someone that I can connect. You know, I'm sorry that you had to go through what you go through. If I can be of help, can I introduce? Can I connect? Can I be of service in any way? So it starts from ourselves. So the confidence and how you step up is a mindset that you decide that you want to go forward and make that change and show up for yourself. And that's fabulous.
Wonderful. I love what you're sharing about how do I say, putting ourselves right in a community of positive people.
So if I can just add to that, I think I mentioned this in the very beginning that my experience came from my 4 miscarriages, one after another, one after another. It totally, I was in bed, I didn't want to wake up after the last one, and I just felt my whole life was gone. My marriage, maybe, is it going to be on the rocks? You know, you have all these things, and then you were saying, how do you say you're going to go out there? How do you be confident? And for me, it was only when I started talking to other women and sharing my stories with other women, girlfriends, and say, oh yeah, I have another friend who also lost 3, you know, and then they sort of, hey, you should meet her, and then you gather together, you talk, and the community is built. And then you realize, I'm not alone in this. And then the others will share, okay, they may have their special doctor they want to recommend or something, you know, but it's just, even if you don't follow that path, it's still that support that you feel from women around you and empowering you to feel, okay, I can do this. let me pick myself up and do it again. For me, I've mentioned this before. I am a Catholic, so I have my faith and I'm doing my faith formation every day. And when you are in that down and downs, and all of us have our faith, look towards your faith for strength.
Yeah.
And that strength can also help. If it is meditation, for me, it's praying. For you, it's praying. Our communication with our gods, our spiritual side. Do that to sort of help you along. Then from there, you start from your internal and then move on from there.
Wonderful. Thank you, Simone. So in conclusion, what is one actionable tip you want to leave our viewers with when we focus? Yeah.
I think that we all will be faced with challenges. We have faced challenges and struggles. Everybody, life is beautiful essentially because there are ups and downs, and it creates you. You are unique in that sense. So my take on this, as I am talking based on hindsight, benefit of hindsight, right, is that embrace everything, good and bad, and knowing that there's something that you will learn from it. But most of all, do not whine. You can be upset, you can cry, you can scream at yourself, but you have to take action. Sometimes things are beyond our control, like the pandemic. You don't know it's coming and things are different now. But things that you can control, I always believe that I can change myself. I cannot change others. May not change others first. You can't even change your partner, actually. They have their own personality. Men cannot change, right? So I've learned that at the age of 40. So I decided I can change. I changed my paradigm, mental, and I change myself so that I can cope better. Because you have nothing, nobody else is but yourself. So take action. And if you think something's bothering you, don't let it bother for long. Analyze yourself. Have some one-to-one solitude, Not everything is over coffee and cakes. You have to have solitude and ask yourself, actually, what's your problem? Talk to yourself, And really, it helps when I talk to myself and I clarify my thoughts and analyze. Because as you get older, you do get wiser, really, really. It does come with that passage of right. I wish I had known some things earlier on, but that's what I'm trying to impart in my daughters, I try to tell them that actually it's like this, but you will find out later. I don't want them to find out too late. It's really a waste, actually. But I hope that our sharing does benefit in that sense.
Wonderful.
But you need to have a goal, huh?
Yes.
Everybody
Yes,
needs to have a goal, even if you're in the down of the downs. But if you don't have a goal, then what are you working towards?
Exactly.
Yeah.
A goal to pull me
Pull yourself
Yes,
out
pull yourself out.
to envision,
For your
visualize
kids or for
and
your
move
business,
towards
or
that.
move towards your purpose. So I always feel that a woman must have a purpose.
Yes.
What's your purpose in life? And it can't just only be your kids anyway. Once they are, once they are out of the nest, and then like, what are you gonna do? So slowly find your purpose and calling.
And I love what you say. It's not just a purpose and calling about my kids, but about me.
You as a person. Who am I?
Beyond my kids, right?
Exactly.
Because
Define
then as I
yourself.
live my life, I then model for my kids. Because if my life is about my kids,
Then once they grow up and they leave your house, you lose your sense. And that's where a lot of ladies say, now
what do I
what
do
do I do?
at 60?
Yeah.
And there's a lot now. 50 is the new 40. 30, then 60 is the new 40. So we hope to live longer, but the quality of life, what's your purpose?
Yep, wonderful. And any last words, Yannie?
Okay, so I think
last advice.
the last advice, actionable step, is to show up for yourself. You need to know who you are. You need to cheer for yourself. And life again brings you the different ups and downs. When life is good, embrace it. Don't
Enjoy
mind
it.
about it. Enjoy it. Milk every moment.
Exactly.
Don't second guess yourself.
True.
Don't put any negative thoughts into it. And when you go through those life dark tunnels, know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Hold on to it. Remember the good times, right? Just say that I can go through it. Borrow strength from the community, borrow strength from your faith. But know that you go through, and after you've overcome, victory is sweet. You're going to have that joy again. And so I think one thing is just embrace life, the ups and downs, and make it fabulous for yourself, because it begins with you.
So viewers, you've heard the four of us. Thank you for taking time to be with us. Stay tuned for the live presentation, prize presentation. And tonight, we see you at Pampering the Modern Moms. So join tonight. It's a free online interactive marketplace. The link will be up for you to just click or scan. Registration is completely free. We will have some content, amazing deals, and amazing flash deals too. So till then, see you at 10 a.m. tomorrow, where tomorrow we talk about parental burnout and we talk about mental wellness as well. So see you and you have a wonderful start to your weekend.
Have a stylish weekend.
Bye. Enjoy.
Fabulous.